afraid to spend your own money? Let's assume you've worked and saved for decades. For some, now is the hard part. Hi, I'm Scott Hamilton, Certified Financial Planner, CFP, fee only fiduciary. We have offices in Austin and Houston, and we help retirees plan for retirement. So let's do some definitions first. The accumulation phase. This is, from 20 to 65. You work every year, and you're saving money, and it's the savings years. Just a fancy word for that. That's accumulation phase. And then the decumulation phase is simply the drawdown. But from a psychological perspective, it's a lot harder. So it presents itself as this magic day where all of a sudden you've been saving for 30 or 40 years, and you need to switch and begin this drawdown strategy. And it's a giant mind shift. So I went through several clients going through this process of, are you sure the model is working? Can we update the model? Are you good? Let's do it. We did it 5 or 6 times in person here in the office. And every time, yeah, plan's solid. You look great. Everything's going to work out just fine. But it's just a big mind shift. So the psychology behind this is it's normal. It happens to most, not everybody, but most people. And you've trained yourself. Decades of saving. Saving is good. Spending is bad, right? Decades. Repeat every month. Wash and repeat. Wash and repeat, right? So the other psychological concept is loss aversion. And this is a real phenomenon, right? So if you lose $1, it hurts twice as much than if you find $1. Same thing with investing. So if you buy a stock, a random stock, and it goes down by 50%, that hurts twice as much than if you would have, if it would have went up, right? So loss aversion. All right, so now let's switch over to planned failures. And there's two primary fail modes. Planned failure mode 1, obvious, you run out of money. That's not going to work. That's a bad plan, or something went wrong, right? Failure mode 2, you die with more money than you planned. And this happens. Well, actually, it happens a lot because, the market overperforms, you overestimated your spending, or maybe there's some of this where you're afraid to spend some of your own money that you plan to spend. So self-denial, you're missing part of your retirement experiences. You plan for this, you save for this, you work for this, it's your money, and yet there's some segment of the population that just, I don't think I really feel comfortable about this. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk a little bit about what the research says. Number 1, personal satisfaction is highest among retirees if your spending aligns with your value and your goals. Well, that makes sense, right? So during the go-go years, that's your retirement, so 62 to 75, and you're feeling pretty good, and you've retired, you've got plans. It's before the hips and the knees. So you're going to go do the experiences, the go-go years. So maybe it's the Alaska trip or the Greek Isles or Caribbean or whatever it is for you, maybe hiking or traveling. But it's a little bit more experience-based, a little bit more physical. That is a positive experience. One of the negatives about that comes up in the research is this fear of overshooting, if you oversaving. So, you end up with more money than you planned, and you could have been doing things like gifting strategies for the grandkids. Maybe that was part of your plan. You didn't execute it, and you're going to overshoot your goals. So the gifting strategy has some real nice benefits. It teaches the grandkids how to invest, how to save, how to deal with cash inflows, and it's training for if in the future there's going to be a larger inheritance, which sometimes there is. And also the research shows that the most happy retirees are the ones that understand that money is just a tool. It doesn't matter how much you end with. That doesn't bring you happiness. What does bring you happiness is understanding it's a tool. It's an ends to the means. means to the end. So it allows you to accomplish your travel goals, your family goals. So it's all wrapped around in there, that it's the way you treat money, and it's not the objective is not to save as much as possible during retirement. The goal is to maximize your retirement plan. Everybody's different. There is no right or wrong, but whatever your plan is, let's make sure we spend within the realm the bound lines that you set up. All right. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Appreciate it. Visit Hamilton Financial Planning. Book us a Get Acquainted meeting. I'd love to chat with you about your retirement plan, spending plan, drawdown plan. All right. Thank you.